Hi everyone, today is a big video because it's kind of one of those videos where I kind of like stick my neck out on the line and I'm going to call which I think are the 8 best stocks to own in 2019. Now I've kind of kept this pretty brief really. I've kind of gone for quite well-known stocks, played it a little bit safe this year. I'll probably make another one like a bit closer to the date of when it gets to 2019, but obviously I've done this one in November, so 2 months to go yet, but I'm going to give a few reasons why I'm going to back these stocks slightly, and honestly I fucking hate cats in this house. You fucking do my head in, man. Fuck off. Fucking hell, piss off, you fucking little rat. Hi everyone, today we're talking about the 8 best stocks to own in 2019. Now, I kind of did this last year for 2018, but last year I think I went for a bit more like less well-known stocks. This year I've kind of gone for a bit more well-known stocks, and I'm also a little bit tech-heavy this year with these stocks. So I'd probably recommend only picking up, if you're going to buy any of these stocks, maybe I'll just pick 2 or 3 of the tech stocks in here, because there's quite a few of the tech stocks I've put in. And also the quite well-known companies. Like I say, last year I kind of went for a few companies that weren't as well-known, but just because a lot of these companies are just doing so well though, that's why a lot of them are at good buying points at the moment. And I'll go through a few reasons why, like I say, on each company why I recommend them. One thing that I would say as well is that a lot of these companies are in their area, they are the biggest company in that area, some with hardly any competition in there, which is another reason why. A lot of these companies I would back next year to potentially, unless there's a crash or something happens, I'd probably back a few of these companies to go up at least 30% from through 2019. I think a lot of them here have gone up through 30%. I think Microsoft has. I'm not too sure on Apple, it must be very close. Boeing has, PayPal has, Adobe has, Disney I don't think so, I think that's around about 15%. Facebook hasn't, and Google I think has or is very close. So I'm going to go through each one, like I say, and give them a couple of reasons why. Number one, Microsoft. The reason why I believe in Microsoft is to do well in 2019 is because it's a company that I've recommended. I recommended last year to hold, and I'm going to recommend it this year to hold. The reason why is because I think they're going to up the dividend. I think the growth sectors that they have, everything's growing massively. As you know on this channel, I always recommend Microsoft as my number one company. I don't think it'll have as good year as last year, which is something to note down. You know, it is towards its 52-week high, so you know, consider that into it. But I do think it'll have a good year, and I do expect it to go up. Just not as good as last year. So if you got in last year, you did a really good job getting in last year. Number 2, Apple. Same again. I don't see Apple having a great year compared to the last couple of years, with a lot of slowing down of its iPhone sales. But I expect with its dividend, its strong balance sheet, its services growth, that you know you will see Apple get close to going up towards that 30% mark next year, give or take if it's a good stock market in general. But it looks like it's going to be a strong economy, like I say. Them 2 stocks, I just think they're really good hold. Like, I think if you could just have a portfolio holding Microsoft and Apple and just keep adding to them positions and collecting the dividends, it's a pretty strong portfolio just having them 2 in. So I like them. Boeing definitely gives a little bit of diversity, or diversifies this portfolio slightly. Boeing has had a bit of a cooling off period. The great thing about that is that we've seen its PE drop quite a lot, which is really good. But overall, the EPS growth of it, the revenue growth of it, I think Boeing's backlog of airplane orders is for 2-3 years, which is absolutely mental. They haven't really got any competition. The only competition they've got is Airbus, which is not amazing. So Boeing is definitely the strongest company in its area. So great stock to hold. overall, and especially for if you're in a diverse portfolio. Number 4, I couldn't stress this point enough. I would definitely have a payment stock in your portfolio. I would recommend PayPal, second Visa. I would recommend PayPal more because they're growing a lot more, the shares are cheaper, the revenue growth, the EPS growth is absolutely phenomenal. Got a lot going for it. Vimo is another thing as well. If you don't like PayPal, then pick up Visa, or even look into MasterCard. For me, Square's a bit overvalued, so I would not recommend to purchase that stock. But yeah, Visa, PayPal, both really good companies. We're always going to have payment companies, especially Visa. Everyone's card use is still going to keep growing. For a company, it's very simply just to take payments, and is still growing at 10% is just unbelievable. It actually blows my mind that it's still growing at 10% revenue is Visa. So yeah, one of them two or both. Honestly, number 4, get a payment stock in your portfolio. Honestly, trust me. Number 5, I think I've recommended this stock for like 2 years now since I've done YouTube, and Adobe is it's getting slightly towards the overvalued range, but it's got no competition in its area. It's still growing revenue at 20%. So it's a good technology stock to have in your portfolio. Like I say, don't go too heavy on tech, but it's one to definitely consider. Number 6, Disney. I really expect Disney to have a strong year. I think when you have that kind of like the amount of people are taking into the theme park at the moment, the movies are bringing out, the new Star Wars movies, the Avengers, and then we've got the new media platform that's coming out, which potentially could crush Netflix. It is a great company, a lot going for it, so I expect that to have a really good year overall. Its earnings report was actually pretty good that just came out. Number 7, this is the one that I think I might get a little bit of people going, really? But if you watch my channel quite a bit, I'm a strong believer in Facebook. When you consider Facebook has, obviously Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, it can advertise all on platforms. I believe that in the future, advertisement will be on them social media sites rather than on like television. I think the rates that Facebook will charge will go up. So yeah, I don't see Instagram, Facebook going anywhere in the next 2 years. Once you look past the daily active users side of it, it's a great opportunity to get into Facebook. 1 year ago, if someone told you could pick Facebook up at its 52-week low in a couple of months, you would have snatched the hands off. So, great company. I'm looking into buying that for sure. We'll see what happens. Potential to go down still a little bit more, but like I say, great buying opportunity. Great, Google, strong company, great revenue growth still going on. YouTube platform that will carry on growing. It's just such a great company that I feel like should be going up, and it's on a little bit of a dip overall. But just be careful because you've got Microsoft, Apple, Adobe, Facebook, and Google there. 5 strong technology companies. Like I say, if you were looking to pick up some of these up, I'd probably only pick two or three out of this, just not to go too heavy in tech. But those are my 8 picks right there, guys. Let me know any that you recommend. I'll be interested to know them in the comments below so I can check them out, and I'll see you in the next video.